So I built a full-size weeping angel statue. It's made out of a half mannequin body, screen, and stucco. I also used a cloth shirt for the body as a time-saving measure and to get authentic cloth ripples. The frame is built around the 2x4 as the post. The half-body mannequin is typical for garment makers or tailors. It's just cheap plastic. To attach the mannequin to the post, I had to cut out the crotch area. My plan was to bend the plastic around the sides, but it ended up being too brittle. Here I'm test fitting the arms to see if they'll reach the face in the right position. Once I pounded the post into the ground, I laid some plywood as a base and stapled the screen to it. Then I formed the screen into a taper and added some cloth-looking folds. Secured the second layer to the first with wire ties and replicated the same folds as below. This is the screen now that all the shaping is done. My initial plan to attach the arms didn't work so well, so I had to cut off the ends. I then cut out the shoulders to hold the arms closer to the body. I quickly tested that the arms will reach the face. The wings kick back at a 15-degree angle, but I didn't really have a plan for them. I wish now I had made them wider. I wrapped the top post with 1/4-inch screen to form the head. The arms are fiberglass, so I wrapped them with screen to ensure the stucco would stay in place. The stucco mix is pretty thick, so it won't fall through the screen. The first step is to go all the way around so I can build up the skirt from there. The head has a lot of features I need to build up to and sculpt, so I started that immediately. Now I'm going to fill in the skirt. The problem is the screen is flexing and causing the stucco to fall through, so I had to keep moving on to other areas. Once the stucco has dried about 30 minutes to an hour, you have to wipe it down with a cloth to get that sandstone texture. For the shirt, I made a very dilute mix of stucco and soaked it for over an hour. This embeds cement on the fibers so it will match the rest of the statue. I'm applying stucco to the arms before attaching them to hopefully make it easier once they're on the statue. The head only required 2 applications before I could sculpt the hair and nose. Now that the shirt has soaked sufficiently, I just slip it over the head and staple it in the back. The folds came out pretty well. The arms have dried about an hour, so I attached them and held them in place with wire. I finished the face before attaching the second arm. I'm no artist, so it looks kind of goofy, but the hands will cover it. The next day, you have to wet down the stucco pretty well to slow the drying process and to let the new batch of stucco stick. The goal on the skirt is to keep going round to make the holes smaller and to stiffen the screen as I go. You have to wait 15 to 30 minutes in between applications until it's all filled in. The wings are a little more difficult since I have to smooth it out on both sides. Also, the peak of the wing didn't have screen all the way around, so it actually cracked a bit when it dried. To attach the hands, I loaded up the ends of the arms with stucco and placed the hands inside that. Then I built up the wrists to keep everything in place. Here is the finished product. It came out pretty well for my first statue. One thing to remember is to be careful where you put one of these, as you might forget that it's there.